All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're digging into something that, let's be honest, thousands of businesses across the UK are struggling with every single month. How do you find the right SEO partner in what feels like an endless sea of options? Getting your business seen online is everything, but picking the wrong guide, well, that can be a seriously costly mistake. So let's get into it. So, here's how we're going to break it down. Think of this as your roadmap to making a really confident choice. First, we'll get a handle on just how big the SEO challenge is here in the UK. Then, we'll figure out what good SEO actually looks like in practice. After that, we get to the good stuff, the step-by-step on how to pick your partner, the major red flags you need to watch out for, and finally, what a truly successful growth partnership feels like. Okay, first things first, let's set the scene. This whole quest for online visibility, it isn't just some marketing buzzword. For so many businesses, it's literally about survival and growth in a super competitive digital world. Just look at this number for a second. 5,400. That's how many times UK businesses are searching for SEO services every single month. Think about that. It tells you one thing really clearly. Everybody knows they need this. So if you're feeling that pressure to get it right, trust me, you are not alone. So where is this big battle for eyeballs actually taking place? Well, right here. With almost 88% of the market share, Google isn't just a search engine in the UK, it's pretty much the only one that matters. And that means any SEO strategy that isn't laser-focused on what Google wants is frankly just a waste of your time and money. Okay, so we know the challenge is huge, and the mountain we're all trying to climb is named Google. But listen, before you hire a guide to get you to the top, you've got to know how to read the map yourself, right? So let's decode what good SEO really means. At its heart, SEO is actually pretty straightforward. It's the process of getting people who are already out there looking for what you sell to find you instead of your competition. It's not about tricks or magic. It's about making your website the single best, most helpful answer to whatever question they typed into that search bar. A really solid SEO strategy basically comes down to these three key parts. First, you've got technical SEO. Think of this as the foundation of your house. Is it built well so search engines can easily get in and look around? Second is user experience, or UX. This is all about what happens once people arrive. Is it easy for them to find what they need? Do they have a good time? And third, there's off-page SEO. This is all about building your reputation online, mostly by earning links from other trustworthy websites. You absolutely need all three working together. All right, so now that we know what we're actually looking for, let's get down to brass tacks. How do you take that huge list of potential agencies and narrow it down to the one perfect partner for you? This is the selection process. So your first job is just to build a short list. You can start with some online research, sure, but don't stop there. Check out industry directories, and honestly, the best thing you can do is ask for referrals from people in your network. Once you have a few names, look for official certifications. It's a good gut check. And then ask your top choices for a detailed proposal. How they respond tells you a ton about how they operate. Okay, once you've got those proposals in hand, it's time to put on your detective hat. Seriously, you need to dive deep into their portfolio and look at the actual work they've done. Is it good? Is it varied? This is where you'll really see who can walk the walk. And this is probably the most important question you can ask as you're digging through their past work. Have they actually had success in your industry? Because SEO is not a one-size-fits-all thing. An agency that does amazing work for a local bakery might have no idea how to market a tech startup. Look for those case studies in your specific field. That industry experience can be a total game changer. So as you're weighing your options, it really comes down to balancing these two things. On one side, you've got their experience and expertise. You need a team that's proven they can get results. But, and this is just as important, how do they communicate? A great SEO partner keeps you in the loop, gives you clear reports you can actually understand, and doesn't hide behind jargon. You need both the skills and the transparency. Okay. Let's talk about something really important. Choosing a partner is just as much about knowing who to avoid. So let's cover the big red flags, the warning signs that should have you running for the hills. Honestly, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, make it this. Anyone, And I mean anyone who promises you guaranteed rankings or overnight success is basically selling snake oil. Real effective SEO is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time and constant effort, and any agency that tells you otherwise is waving a giant red flag. So let's get really specific. Be on the lookout for these warning signs. Are they super secretive about their methods? That's a bad sign. Is their own website slow and clunky? That's a huge red flag. I mean, if they can't do it for themselves, how are they going to do it for you? And do they just offer a generic cookie-cutter plan? Yeah, that's not going to work. You have to trust your gut here. If something feels off, it probably is. All right, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's flip this around and focus on what you do want. What does a really great, successful partnership with an SEO company actually look like? The key is to think of it less like hiring a contractor and more like forming an alliance for growth. A great partner is going to start with a super detailed audit of your site to build a strategy that's made just for you. From there, it's all about ongoing optimization, not some set it and forget it deal. You should expect regular, easy-to-understand reports on the things that actually matter, like traffic and conversions. And they should be actively helping you create great content and build your site's credibility. It's a real collaboration. And hey, if you're still wondering if this is a smart place to put your money, just look at the market itself. We're talking about a £19 billion industry in the UK right now, and it's projected to hit £25 billion in just a few years. This isn't just some fleeting marketing trend. You're investing in a critical, growing part of the digital economy. So, if there's one big takeaway from all of this, let it be this. Finding the right SEO company isn't about finding the cheapest option or the one that makes the wildest promises. It's about finding a genuine long-term partner, someone you can build a real relationship with based on shared goals, trust, and crystal clear communication. And that really brings us to our final thought. Yeah, the process of finding that perfect partner can feel like a lot of work, but it is so worth the effort. So instead of getting hung up on the cost, I'll leave you with this question to think about. With the right team in your corner and a solid strategy in place, what could that return on investment truly look like for your business?